Good morning, good afternoon. Hello, everyone. My name is Thor Hansen, and I'm the Senior Director of Sales Engineering at Agilysys. Welcome to the Agilysys Next Generation Hospitality virtual event, and thank you for attending this session on our multi-property resort management. There are a number of unique set of challenges when managing multiple properties. In this particular session, we'll explore the multiple tools that Agilysys offers to help streamline operations. But before we get started, just a couple of housekeeping things to note. Should there be any questions that you have, please utilize on the right-hand side of your screen the tab for Q&A. Additionally, should you want to go back and review any of the information that we're presenting, we will have this available to you on demand through August. For this presentation, allow me to introduce you to two of my colleagues, Julie Watts, Sales Engineer for Property Management Systems, and Kevin Hibbs, Director of Program Management. With that, I'm going to hand this over to you, Kevin. Please get us started. Thank you.
Thanks. This is the Agilysys Next Generation product suite that is anchored by InfoGenesis, which has been modernized to now natively support Android and iOS, or by one of our three distinct PMS systems, Agilysys LMS, Agilysys Visual One, or Agilysys Stay. As you can see, we have developed a comprehensive suite of cloud-native or on-premise solutions that enable you to manage your operations and provide a modern, customer-centric guest experience. During this presentation, we will take you through the hospitality and leisure solutions Agilysys has to offer. Our cloud-native or on-prem application for centralized call centers, Agilysys Central Reservations, our cloud-native commission-free booking engine, Our Guest Book. You can use Agilysys Sales and Catering to help manage group events and function spaces, and pull all your different properties data into one place for analysis using our BI and reporting tool, Agilysys Analyze. So in today's session, Julie Watson and I will take you through how Agilysys can help resort management companies and resort operators manage multiple facilities in a single integrated manner while still maintaining flexibility at each property. We'll start with central reservations. Agilysys Central Reservations provides your call center with the ability to view and book reservations for multiple properties within your organization. This cloud-native or on-premise application is browser-based and allows your call center users a single sign-on to shop and compare rooms and rates at multiple properties. This single sign-on means your agents can view all of your properties in one web page and do not have to jump from screen to screen to compare rates. Agilysys Central Reservations also offers a common profile and itinerary that connects all Agilysys systems together so that any activity can be linked to any guest no matter the system. For example, if John Jones used the spa at your property maybe last year, and now today they are calling back to book a hotel room, because the common profile sits above your applications, your call center agent will be able to retrieve that profile to book the hotel room, even though that guest has actually never stayed at the hotel before. A shared itinerary means each activity, whether it be a room reservation, a spa appointment, a golf tee time, or a dining reservation, will appear in a single guest itinerary that is visible not only to your Agilysys Central Reservation users, but also in the Agilysys Spa, Agilysys Golf, and Agilysys Seat applications. This provides your users a complete picture of all the guest activities during their trip. Guests can even view their own itineraries within our commission-free online booking engine, Our Guest Book. Next, I want to step you through the building of a guest itinerary using Agilysys Central Reservations. This feature is currently in development, and we expect to release it in October. However, the rooms reservation module is ready to be installed today. Here is an example of a user shopping for room rates across multiple properties. Once selected an arrival date and departure date, the users will have an option to book just the room or add the room reservation to an itinerary. In this case, the user is booking the guest from the 13th through the 15th. By clicking the Add Itinerary option, This will add the room reservation to Ruth Freeman's itinerary and allow the user to select another activity from the menu on the top left. Here, the user has chosen to browse spa availability during the guest stay. From here, users can see all the different services the spa offers, filter for a preferred therapist gender, or even a specific therapist should the guest request. Once the service, date, and time are selected, the user can then add this to the guest itinerary by clicking the Add to Itinerary button in the top right. Once the user has added all the activities to the guest itinerary, the user can go to the itinerary details page to review the itinerary with the guest before confirming all those reservations. The best thing about Agilysys Central Reservations is that the system will handle booking each reservation in the appropriate backend system and provide the user with confirmation numbers from each. In this example, the guest will have a hotel booking created in Agilysys LMS, an appointment for brow waxing in Agilysys Spa, and a round of golf will be booked at the Vegas Red course within Agilysys Golf. Once the reservations are confirmed, the call center user is presented with a single confirmation page where with one click they can email the guest's full itinerary. The user is also provided with a custom readback script that can be defined by the property to ensure your agents provide the correct information to guests each time they book. As the user scrolls down the confirmation page, they will see details from each system. Here you can see the room reservation confirmation, along with the nightly rate breakdown, as well as any bill codes, request, or routing rules that are attached to the reservation. The right side of the page provides users with a summary of all the guest charges for all activities booked. They also have the ability to take a payment for one or all of the activities should that be required by your property. Scrolling down a bit further, you can see here that the confirmations for Agilysys Spa, Agilysys Golf include details on all spa fees or green fees. Agilysys Stay gives you the power to see across all your properties at one time with our multi-property cloud-native solution. You can book hotel reservations at any property. Users can also have the ability to move reservations from one property to another in a very easy way. With consolidated invoicing options, Agilysys Stay helps you manage all the properties within your portfolio. An easy-to-use, intuitive user interface gives your team all the tools they need to navigate quickly through the application. A digital user guide and new feature update notifications are available right within Agilysys Stay, making taking advantage of the latest features and training new employees a breeze. Agilysys Stay shares guest, company, and travel agent profiles across all properties in your portfolio, giving you the power to see the guest activity and spend in a single place. The guest profile puts all the guests' past, present, and future reservations in one place. If a guest needs a copy of their folio emailed to them from a prior stay, just locate the guest profile and send the email directly from the guest profile, no matter the property. Manage user profiles to allow specific property access and options to give your central reservations team access to all. Agilysys Stay is truly a multi-property solution that was built from inception to be a cloud-based application. Agilysys Stay offers a consolidated invoicing so that the companies you do business with can receive an invoice for all the different properties their employees stay at, or offer a single property invoice if that's their preference. Because Agilysys Stay is a cloud-native solution, the ability to email invoices and statements one by one or all at once is inherent within the application. While reviewing the company's account, users can drill down to individual properties so that you can see line-level detail for every posting. From a true multi-property solution, your team can easily view inventory and rates across all your properties in real time. Users can view a detailed room description so that any user can describe any room at any of your properties in great detail. When booking a reservation, users can see the deposit and cancellation policies for each rate or package, as well as real-time inventory availability. This multi-property view means that agents can quote and create room reservations at any property in your portfolio without having to jump from screen to screen. Argus Book by Agilysys is a cloud-native and commission-free booking engine that allows guests to book directly with you, not just for hotel rooms, but for all activities from Agilysys Spa, Agilysys Golf, or Agilysys Seat products. Argus Book One card provides a guest a single shopping cart to create their own itinerary at your properties. Argus Book Responsive Design means can book their hotel, spa, golf, or dining reservations on any device. This completely modernized, fully integrated solution offers complete event management. Use Agilysys Sales and Catering to create new accounts and bookings where users can block sleeping rooms, create and manage function space. The Agilysys Sales and Catering application gives you control of the form management process for your contracts, your BEOs, and your banquet checks. Agilysys Sales and Catering also offers a pro forma option as well. We've even partnered with 3D Event View for fully customizable floor plans for each of your events, giving guests a unique virtual view of their event. As part of our commission-free booking engine, Argus Book, we can provide a landing page for your group planners and group attendees. The planner page is configurable so that your contact can upload a photo such as a company logo and change the landing page colors, creating a unique and branded experience for their attendees. Imagine how special a bride would feel having a customized booking page for all their wedding guests. The wedding guests would log in and see the couple's engagement photos, and the website's theme would match the bride's colors. Group planners can log in, view, and download a rooming list, providing the planner with names, arrival, departure, and confirmation number details. Also, if configured, they can even upload a rooming list directly into their landing page using a spreadsheet template. In just a few minutes, Julia is going to showcase our Agilysys Sales and Catering solution available in the cloud or on-prem. We will take you through the dashboard where you can see, at a glance, how well your team is performing against budgeted goals like rooms, food and beverage, and individual sales manager goals. You can also view your booking status, recently viewed bookings, sales calls, and contacts, with the ability to drill right into them. Our tight integration with Agilysys LMS, Agilysys Stay, and Agilysys Visual One PMS products mean users can see inventory from within Agilysys Sales and Catering in real time. We can also take you through our rooms diagram feature with a 3D event viewer where your team can work directly with their meeting planners on how they want the room set up to look. Then we can show you how you have the power to professionally create all your forms, from sales contracts to BEOs and banquet checks. You can create as many templates as needed and update them all at any time with our powerful content editor. Finally, we will show you how you can get your meeting planners and group attendees involved with our group landing page from Argus Book. The group landing page gives your planners the ability to upload a picture, view group sales contact details, as well as reviewing the group block. They can also see from their group landing page who has booked and who has canceled reservations. They can even upload a rooming list directly into the landing page, saving your reservation agents valuable time. And finally, what better way to tie all of our applications together than with our own reporting tool, Agilysys Analyze? Harness the power of data analytics with our fully integrated reporting tool. You can create Slice and dice your data any way you need to with colorful graphics, pie charts, and many other visualization options. Use Agilysys Analyze to gain new insights to all your properties with our cloud-based solution. Agilysys Analyze delivers data from all your properties and all your Agilysys products, allowing you to slice and dice your data in an unlimited number of ways. Use Agilysys Analyze to visualize your data and easily spot trends or areas of concern. An easy-to-use dashboard brings all the data for your managers and executive team need front and center, allowing the team to make more thoughtful, data-driven decisions. Agilysys Analyze provides a single daily dashboard to help visualize key performance indicators from across all your properties, outlets, and applications. Compare today's performance with yesterday, last month, or last year's performance, and see how your key indicators perform year over year. Agilysys Analyze can let you drill down from a 30,000-foot view of your entire enterprise right down to individual check from InfoGenesis, allowing you to see that check's line-level detail. Do your guests tend to pay more for their breakfast in cash, or do they more often room charge? How does that compare to dinner? Agilysys Analyze is aware of all the different types of tenders and can help analyze split tender checks, viewing cash, credit card, comp, and room charges. Now, Julie Watts and I will take you through a quick demo of how Agilysys Central Reservations and Agilysys Stay, our guest book Group Landing, Agilysys Sales and Catering, and Agilysys Analyze can help you and your multi-property resort. Right. We're going to start here in Central Reservations. So we're going to start with building a reservation here from the Central Reservations application. The first thing here I want to show you is this property group dropdown. Property group is a dynamic way for you to group your properties together. You can group your properties together in any way you like, whether it be by region, by class, or by brand. So for example, here when I click select Las Vegas Strip, you can see that the property selected is Vegas Resort. If I choose a downtown Vegas property group, you can see that it actually selected two properties, the Carson and the Ogden. I don't have to rely on property groups. I can, as a user, always select any properties I want to shop and compare across multiple areas. I could just pick my arrival date and my departure date. And I can see here I'm staying 3 nights, and I'm going to enter just for one adult. This guest detail section is optional. You do not need to actually fill this information in before shopping for rates, but it is helpful since you can find guest profiles to see if this guest has been here before or if they're a loyal guest. So by clicking search guest profiles, I'm going to go ahead and just search for Mr. Branson. See if this guest has been here before. So again, this is searching our common guest profile, so it doesn't matter whether the guest stayed at one hotel, another hotel, or even booked a spa appointment. Their information is in this common profile, and our Central Reservation has access to that data. So I do see that I do have one Tom Branson, and I can see his email address and phone number here. I'm going to go select this guest and continue. I'm going to go ahead and search now. So on the room reservation search page here, I can see that I'm actually searching two properties, the Carson and the Ogden. I can see that I'm searching for the 27th to the 30th for 3 nights and 1 adult. Over here on the right, I do see a snapshot of the guests that I selected, identifying them by name. If they had a VIP level or any kind of special rank would also appear here. If I need to, I can click on this to see additional details, including the address, state, and other information about the guest. Over here on the left is our filter criteria. Here's where you can filter for groups, rooms, offers, or even rate plans. Here under rooms, I can see they have 3 types of rooms available at these properties. These indicators on the right here, CN and ON, indicate if that room type is available at the Carson, at the Ogden, or both. So from this screen here, I can see that the deluxe room is only available at the Carson, which is indicated by the CN here, but the King and Queen are available at the Carson and the Ogden. I'm going to go and shop for a King, and I'll just go ahead and grab the AA rate plan for an example. Once I have that information selected, I can hit apply. And what's going to happen here is it's going to query your systems in real time, pulling real inventory and real-time rates right into the system. So here I can see at a quick glance rates and availability for a full week for the rate plans I selected for each room type and property I selected. So here I can see the Carson King and the AA rate plan, and I can see the rates for each night. Down here below, I can also see the Ogden and its rates. I also see the availability for each of the nights in question as well. So for example, here I can see that at the Carson, the King room, there's only 17 King rooms left on the 27th. Because your reservation call center agents have to manage so many different properties, for them to be able to know the difference between a King at the Carson and the King at the Ogden could be hard to remember. Simply clicking on the picture here will bring up a quick little description about the King room at that particular property, including a paragraph or two about the room, and highlight specific key features that you want your agents to remember when quoting rooms. If I want to add a secondary, if I want to shop and compare rates, I have to just click, for example, here, let me add the bar rate and hit apply again. And it's going to query in real time those rates. So here I can see I'm comparing the AA rate, and if I need information about that rate plan, I can click here. So any kind of restrictions or special considerations would be shown there. Here I can see that I have the AA rate and the bar rate. What's really cool about this is, let's say, for example, I'm going to give this guest the AA rate for Tuesday, Wednesday, but they qualify for the bar rate on Thursday. So I can simply just checkerboard the list of rates so the guest can get 2 nights at the AA rate and then 1 night at bar. Once I've selected those dates, I can just simply hit the book button here. Now, before we actually book the reservation, we're going to confirm with the agent that they selected the right thing that the guest is asking for. Because again, the agent is able to see all properties in one web page. It's important to make a quick check to make sure that, yes, the agent did indeed mean to book the guest in the Carson in a King room arriving on the 27th and not the 30th. You can see here that the AA rate plan and the bar rate plans are being used, and the total room rate is $338. I'm going to hit OK here, and it's going to take me to the next page. So here's the booking summary. You can see here that all the guest information, name, email address, and phone number, as well as address, was pulled in. That's because I searched for the guest profile in the very first step. If I didn't search for that guest profile in the first step, I still have the ability to search for the guest profile here. So even if I didn't pull up the guest profile in step 1 before shopping for rates, I can find the guest profile here before completing the reservation. Or if it's a new guest, I can simply just key in their information right into the screen. What I really like about Central Reservations is the ability to see guest booking history. The guest booking history is, again, pulling information from our central profile and central itinerary systems. So this is showing you all their incoming and current in-house reservations across all the properties in your portfolio. So I can see here that the guest has a trip on the 24th to the 30th, the 15th through the 20th of August, and then another one in September. Drilling into any of those trips gives me individual detail about every activity on that reservation, or excuse me, on that trip. So here I can see that actually during this trip, the 24th to the 28th, Tom actually has 3 rooms already booked. And I can actually see the confirmation numbers here. I can see the property they're at, I can see the room type, and the status they are in. This is really great in case, as you're booking, you have the opportunity just to confirm the guest that, hey, I see that you've already booked another reservation at our sister property. Are you sure you want to book another, or should I cancel or modify that other reservation? After kind of reviewing current and upcoming reservations, I can go back to booking information here and scroll down here on the right and review the details with the guest one more time. I can view the deposit and cancellation amounts if required. I can see here that this particular reservation doesn't require a deposit, but it does have a cancellation penalty of $25 if they don't cancel. here, all I have to do is just hit confirm to actually book the reservation. And what's happening right now is actually booking that reservation into the PMS in real time. So the confirmation number I'm going to get is actually the PMS confirmation number. So there's no reason to book it in one system and then sync it later. You're able to give the guest the actual confirmation number. So here I can see the reservation was confirmed. HMH22 is the confirmation number. That happens to be an LMS confirmation number. If I had other activities, they would be in here as well. Once the guest has done that, we can print or email the guest confirmation, and the agent can hit OK, takes them back to the create reservation process to take the next call. One additional thing I wanted to show about central reservations is the ability to modify reservations. This is actually one of my favorite things. I'm going to take Violet Crawley here, so I went ahead and searched for Violet Crawley's profile and then looked at all of her trips and found the trip that she wants to modify. She's arriving on the 1st and out the 3rd, but she wants to add an extra night. So from right here on her itinerary detail page, all I have to do is click the little pen icon here to edit the reservation. If she was calling to cancel, I can actually just click the cancel button here and it would cancel that booking. Incidentally, if I need to add any special requests, bill codes, routing rules, or comments, I can do so here as well. I'm going to go ahead and edit though. So I'm going to click the edit button here, and you can see that it actually takes me back to the room reservations page. So I can see here that I'm currently booked in the 31st to the 2nd. So again, I'm just going to add a couple extra nights. So I'm going to add the 3rd and the 4th as well. And again, I can shop and I can compare other rate plans as well. So if I wanted to see what the bar rate was for her additional stays, I can do that as well. The initial nights are locked in, so if the price had changed, it won't be affected here. So next, if I click Modify, this might be my favorite thing we've done with Agilysys Central Reservations so far, is before the user in the call center commits the change, this screen gives the agent a chance to just confirm all the changes they're about to make with the guest before actually committing them. So here on the left, I can see my current reservation. So this is what the guest currently has booked. Nothing's been changed yet. I can see that they're booked at the Vegas Resort. I can see that they're here at the 31st through the 2nd. 2 adults, and the room type and the current rate plan and the actual nightly rate breakdown as well with the grand total. Over here on the right is the modified reservation. So it gives me a chance to just confirm that they're still arriving on the 31st, but now they're staying to the 5th. Still 2 adults, no children, room type and rate plan remain the same. And as you can see, the rate just carries on 159, 159. It's important to notice that we do rate lock prior night. So even if the rate had changed on Saturday and Sunday here, because the guest was already locked in when modifying the reservation, those new rates won't change. They'll stay the same as they were guaranteed. Only the new rates would be applied. So once the agent has a chance to kind of confirm and make sure that the guest does indeed want to modify the reservation, they just hit confirm, and that reservation is then updated in the PMS. The guest keeps their same confirmation number. All the details stay the same. They can also use this feature to move from one property to another, and Agilysys Central Reservations will handle all of the different things that have to happen in the PMS to transfer that reservation.
Hey, Kevin, quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
There was a question asking, how are deposits handled in your call center product?
So that's actually a really good question. What's really cool about our call center product is our call center actually hands off the credit card payment information. Excuse me, actually it's a token because of course we're PADSS and PCI certified. We actually hand that token off to the individual systems. So the individual systems that are taking deposits today will continue to take deposits tomorrow. So there's no need to change your accounting policies or rules around that. If you take a reservation for golf and Agilysys LMS, for example, the deposit for the Agilysys LMS reservation will be taken in LMS and appear in all the reports and balancing reports you're used to seeing in LMS. And the same with Agilysys Golf. The deposit, if required in golf, will be taken there. So you don't have to change. You don't have to uproot accounting policies when implementing central reservations. That was a really good question. Thanks, Thor.
Yep. Thanks, Kevin.
All right. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Julie. I'm going to let Julie go ahead and take us through Stay and some other products as well.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
No problem.
All right, so as I bring up my screen here, we're going to start with Agilysys Stay. This is our multi-property solution that is built from the cloud natively. So with our multi-property solution in Stay, as I get logged in, I do have the ability to have all of my properties in one place. Now, by user, we have the ability to select which properties they have access to. So perhaps one user that's working at one property has only access to that one, whereas IT has access to all of them. As I get into the software, the first place I'm going to go is to create a reservation. So this is just one of the many examples that Stay handles multi-property very, very well. So as I come in here, I have the property that I'm currently staying at. If I wanted to check rates for that property, I could. However, if I wanted to add in other properties, I simply select them. And I can see those properties line up right here for me. From here, I'm going to select my check rates option. And now I've got rates at this property, the Alpha Hotel, which is sold out, the Alpha Inn, which is also sold out, and the Alpha Resort and Conference Center. So from here, I can simply select whichever room type and rate plan that I wish, and we can continue making our reservation from there. So very, very easily, I have the ability to book out over multiple properties at the same time. Now, also for multi-property in Stay, we do share all of the guest profiles, not only the guest profiles, but the company profiles and the travel agent profiles across your entire tenant. So as I go in to look up my profile, and as we go into it, we're able to see my dashboard. So with this dashboard, your guest is going to be able to see, or your staff is going to be able to see their last stay, the total number of nights, the value of the stay, and their reliability. How many times did they no-show? How many times did they cancel? How many times did they actually stay? And with this, I can see all of my current reservations by property, my future reservations by property, and my past reservation also by property. So if a guest comes in at any other property and says, hey, I'm looking for my receipt for my Alpha Resort and Casino Hotel for the July 24th stay, as long as they have the right permissions, I can drill into that particular property. And within a couple of clicks, I have the ability to send out that email very easily. Now, the other thing that I wanted to point out too is that because it is a cloud native solution, it went ahead and opened up a brand new tab so that I don't have to get out of what I was doing. When I click a blue link, it opens a new tab for me so that I don't have to back out, come back in. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and click on my email icon, and I can pick and choose which email address I want to send it to, and off it goes. So very easy to send out email confirmations, even if it is from another property. Now, Stay also offers consolidated invoicing. So as I come into my accounting section, we can stack the accounts receivables and we can consolidate those based on property. So here I have my Acme Anvils. So we got the one property in London. And of course, my Acme Corporation has the Alpha Hotel and Conference Center, and the Alpha Resort in London. So even though I have accounts receivables at all properties, I can create one consolidated invoice. So as I go to select all of those, it's going to ask me, how do I want to present this? By source account, by consolidated account, and then we can sort by any one of these options as well. So very easily, I have the ability to send out all of these invoices either separately or together. And then finally, I did want to show you our ad hoc reporting that gives you the ability to add properties or pull properties into your reporting. So as I come down here, I've got my ad hoc reports preview. So let's say that I wanted to show the on the books report. So as I come in here, I can select my report, my properties, and I can pick and choose which properties I want, the start and the end date. And then of course, how do I want to group it? I'll group it by property. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and run that report. Now, when this report returns back, it's going to show it to me by property. So I can collapse my carrots. And now I can see this property. And the other properties as well. Now, from here, I have the ability to configure how I want to show the detail or the data in this particular report. So here, if I didn't need to say, let's see, that I needed the number of comps or the ADR, I can remove those columns from my reporting. I also have the ability to export it as a CSV, or I can certainly print off that property or that report as well. Now I can also save and store my reports so that if I wanted to, I could have them automatically emailed to me. So here's my on the books report. As I come in here to set this up, what do I want to call the email? Who is it to? Who is it from? What is the subject? What is the message? How often do I want to send it? Do I want to send it by email multiple times? And of course, my username and password so that it is local to me. Now, moving on to our sales and catering module. As I get logged into the sales and catering module, again, this can be on-premise or hosted in the cloud. This is our modernized version of Visual One's sales and catering. So all of that experience has been brought into this application. Now, the first thing that we're going to notice here is we have our dashboard. So I can see my daily sales, my monthly rooms, my manager's goals, and my monthly food and beverage goals. I can see my activity. How much do I have? How many prospects? How many tentative? How many definites? My recently viewed bookings. As I scroll down, my recently viewed contacts, my recently viewed sales calls, and my tasks that are due. Now, just a couple of things about the accounts. With our accounts, these accounts are going to spread across your properties. So as I come in here, I can search for any given account. And we do have quite a few tabs to go through. So this is going to be where we're going to capture all of this information. Contact information, comments, tasks, inquiry and denials. We have the ability to track all of the inquiry denials, as well as the ability to turn those into a booking very easily. The profile. What does my profile look like? So this is going to include my group summary, all of my bookings, and all of my transient reservations so that I can see them all in one place. And then, of course, our web settings, and I'll go into our group landing page in just a moment. You have full contact management. So here we can see Thor Hansen. We have the ability to capture his details, contact information, and other information as well. In our bookings tab, this is where we're going to maintain all of our booking information. So as I come in here, I see the segmentation, all of the contract dates from here. When I click on my rooms tab, I have a pop-up message. And then, of course, my actual room block. And this is real time with all three of our property management systems, Agilysys LMS, Agilysys Stay, and Agilysys Visual One. In my functions area, again, I have a pop-up. This is where I've created all of my different functions: breakfast, lunch, dinner, meetings. All of those different things that are here are available for you to create those meetings. And we have the ability to detail out those meetings from here as well. So as I come in here, I've got my menu items. And if I wanted to add a menu item, I certainly could. I can do plated menus, or I can do a la carte menus. And I can also search. So if I wanted to see all of my chickens, there I absolutely can. So adding your menu items, your food and beverage, your AV, your miscellaneous, and of course you can view all of your revenues. And then any other info, these are custom screens. So if you wanted to add in custom screens, we have the ability to do that as well. And just in case we're not capturing enough of the detail for you, we can create those too. The availability is all real time. So for my general availability, this is going to go out to my property management system. Again, whether that be LMS, Visual One, or Stay, it does sync up directly with those particular systems. I can also view my rate plans as well. So I have the ability to review rates. My function book is going to be here, and I could review that every 3 days by the week, however often I want to create that. And here I can see that I have some meetings. I can see what the different colors are. As I hover over them, I get some more detail. I can drill directly into them and get some more detail, or I can go all the way into the function if I needed to. Now we also have the ability to show a room and a description of the function rooms. And then I want to take just a quick moment to show our group landing page. So we have two group landing pages. One is going to be for the planner, one is going to be for the attendees of the group. As I get logged into the planner page, here you can see that I have the ability to configure my page. I can put in a banner, or I can put up a different colors. So as Kevin was saying, this could be the bride's engagement photo, and she can put in all of her different colors. From here, I can see the contact details, the room block. I can also review all of the attendees of the group. Or I can certainly download a sample CSV file and upload that on my own. For my attendees, they have their own separate landing page, and we can give that to them in a URL. And that can either be in a link or on a website. They have the same thing, however, that's all they have. And they can only choose the book now option. And then finally, I do want to go into book. Very, very quickly, because I know we're running out of time. So this is our guest book. It gives us the ability to book our room, spa, golf, and dining room. So your guests can book all of their activities in one place. And this is a commission-free booking website. So as we come in here, I can hover over it and get some details about the particular rate plan as I select it. And then, of course, we can showcase your rooms. So as I hover over it, I get more details. And I can add this to my cart, but then I can continue booking my spa appointment. And as I book my spa appointment, I can pick my time, my therapist, and I can add that to my cart. Now, if there's any add-ons for that particular service, I have the ability to add that on as well. I can also book my golf tee time. So as many courses as you have, we can select our tee time, our tee type, and add that to our cart. And then finally, dining room reservations. I do have the ability to book dining room reservations, so we can showcase all of your different outlets. And as I open this up, I get more details. It's going to open this and show me all of the dining room times. And any of these I can continue adding to my cart. So we do offer the shopping cart functionality. Here is the details or my booking summary. So as I scroll through this, I have the ability to manage that. Proceed on to book. Now, since I've logged in, and we do give your guests the ability to log in, it's got all of my details right here. So there's nothing that I need to do. I'm going to simply continue, accept the terms and conditions, which is required. Proceed to payment. Now, once we get into the payment area and we enter in that payment information, all of those reservations that I have that require a deposit, our booking engine will automatically add those deposits, just as Kevin was talking about. Now, once the booking is finished, I also have the ability to add this to my Outlook or my Google Calendar as well. And with that, I'm going to throw it back to Thor. Thank you, Thor.
Thanks, Julie. Great presentation. I do have a couple of questions for you. And I think, Kevin, if you can come back online as well. We're going to go to our Q&A session right now. So the first question that was asked is relating to the central reservation, Kevin. It says, could an agent easily book a first night at Carson, a second night at Ogden, and create an itinerary?
Oh, absolutely. So when creating an itinerary doesn't just mean booking a room, a spa, golf. You can book multiple rooms at really any property within your organization. So in the example I gave, yes, absolutely, I could pick a single profile. I can then book a reservation at the Carson and then another reservation at the Ogden at the exact same time. The really cool thing about that is they would appear on the same itinerary. So that same trip from start to end would show two different reservations at two different properties.
Great, thanks, Kevin. Another question. From a profile standpoint, how long do you maintain the profiles? And do you support GDPR and other privacy regulations?
Oh, GDPR, yes, absolutely. Our profiles are GDPR compliant. We offer a wide range of controls and configuration options on when to purge your data, when to anonymize it. You can do it on demand. So all of those regulations, GDPR, California privacy, we can handle all of those really easily within profiles and really within all Agilysys products.
Oh, great. Thank you, Kevin. Another question. Do you have, for your booking engine, that was very interesting what Julie showed in regards to the landing page, but there was a question on, do you charge a commission for each one of those reservations as well as each one of those activities that she booked?
No, not at all. That's kind of, I think you might be unique in the space where we actually don't charge a commission. So we don't charge a commission based off of the room revenue or anything like that. So our booking engine is completely commission free.
All right, with that, we conclude this session. Thank you everyone for joining, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Goodbye.